Atheists are standing on much more shaky ground than they were 100 years ago, and there is good reason for this. Now, 100 years ago, after the Enlightenment, scientific revolution, and all kinds of technological scientific advances, it seemed like it was a no-brainer that we don't need God to explain the universe. All of that has changed, and here are 4 reasons why. First, the second law of thermodynamics, which says that all systems are moving toward disorder. For example, a candle, when you buy it and it's unlit, is a well-organized system. When you burn it, it moves to disorder. It becomes light, heat, gases, and residue. Similarly, check out any teenager's room. They clean their room, a couple days later, what's it done? It's moved toward disorder. What this means for the universe, which is also a closed system, also moving toward disorder, is that it isn't eternal. So, how did it begin? Second, related to this is the expansion of the universe. It's become increasingly clear that the universe is expanding outward. All matter is moving away from itself. In other words, the Big Bang, which has been accepted universally. This means the universe had a beginning before which there was nothing. And this is a huge problem for atheists because there's no instance where something has come out of nothing. This was articulated 500 years before Christ by Parmenides, who used it in this way: out of nothing, nothing comes. That's still true. So where did the universe come from? Number 3, the fine-tuning of the universe. Physicists have learned that there are 30 constants that govern the universe, like the constant of gravity. If any one of them were slightly different than they actually are, it would cause the universe to not exist. It would either fly off into chaos or it would collapse back in on itself. Gravity is an excellent example of this. If gravity were just slightly different, I'm talking about the 15th digit after the decimal, one number up or down, it would have caused an end to the universe as we know it. So how is it that fine-tuned? Fourth and finally, the discovery of DNA. Every single cell has a system for transmitting incredibly complex amounts of information within itself. This is complexity at billions of times greater than the phone I am recording this on. And if any of us found a phone lying on the side of the road and we saw it, we would never think, oh, that just happened to exist. All of this suggests a creator. That doesn't mean anyone will be led to Christ necessarily by this, but it does make the case for the creator very difficult to dismiss. If you want to know more about this, read this book.